In today's video, I would like to discuss with you and share with you my experience with waking up early versus waking up at 7 a.m. and heading out to work to be at work at 9 a.m. Welcome to my channel. My name is Vadim Vilensky and I work in real estate. I specialize in Toronto, but this video will work truly with anyone who is looking to get an early start and becoming a top producer. So truly, what does it take to become a top producer? It starts with the night before. Yes, you heard it right. It's not you showing up to work and doing the work. It's you planning out your day a day in advance. So every day before I head out home, what I do, I sit down with my schedule and I plan out my appointments for the following day. Is it going to be waking up in the morning, going to the gym? Is it going to go to the meeting? Is it meeting a buyer, meeting a seller, another listing appointment? You plan out everything one day in advance. And in some cases, what I started now doing is I just sit down with myself every single Sunday evening and I plan out my week in advance. This allows me not to stress out every single day about what needs to happen. Prior to that, I already know what needs to be done. And as a result, I'm able to focus 100% when I'm at work. So let me start with what I do every single morning, and then you will get a much better idea what it takes to become a top producer. I wake up every single morning at least 5 o'clock in the morning. You're probably asking yourself, why? The key of waking up early, before the sun, as they say, it gives you enough time to get everything that you need for yourself before you start working with clients. So at 5 o'clock I wake up, at 5:30 I'm at the gym. Once I'm done gym at 6:30, I head home, shower, meditate, eat, and then I head out to the office. I am on the road to the office at around 7:15. Once I get to the office, I start doing role playing, just kind of have a conversation either with friends or with some colleagues, just to warm up before I start dialing at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is very important. 9 a.m. is the time that I get on the phone and I start speaking to people. But before that, there is this 4 hours that you now invested in yourself, either listening to a podcast while you're driving to work or reading a quick book, doing something for yourself before the day comes and you start working. Having a coffee before going to the gym gives me that extra boost of energy that when I'm at the gym, I'm 100% invested in myself and growing my body and just becoming stronger, because a stronger body means a stronger mind. So a lot of people probably are wondering, what's the reason for meditation? And let me explain to you that meditation is not just sitting there and doing nothing. It's more than that. It's about controlling your mind. It's controlling the thoughts that go through your mind. And this is something that I have learned in recent years. When you let your brain stop thinking and you completely block out any thoughts, and you're sitting there quietly listening to a meditation music for 5-10 minutes, whatever you can handle, you are now with yourself without any thoughts. You clear your mind, you re-energize, and believe it or not, it makes a big difference. So either you start in the morning or you do meditations in the evenings, whatever works for you, but you have to start and you have to trust that it actually works. And if you read a little bit more about it and you check some research, you will notice that a lot of successful people are constantly doing meditation. But don't worry about it. If you can't handle sitting quietly for a few minutes, start with 1 minute. And even better than that, put yourself a timer. So there's a timer, so you know the timer will ring the moment a minute passed. So go 1 minute and keep on increasing. Every day just increase by 1 extra minute. At some point you get to 10, 15, 20 minutes. Believe it or not, but it will make a huge difference to your life. Now, I also mentioned that role playing was a very important part of my schedule on a daily basis. The reason why I do role playing every single day before I get on the phone is you want to warm up. You don't want to screw up the first conversation that you're having when you're on call calling your clients. You want to make sure that you speak to a few people, you warm up, you smile. Remember, smiling is very important. So what I do in order for me to smile, I have a mirror in my office. Whenever I'm having conversations, I'm always smiling to the mirror, because at the end of the day, the person who is sitting on the other side of the phone can feel the smile. When you're smiling, the conversations are completely different. Treat people as family and friends. Don't treat them as cold leads. As some coaches will say, you have to treat them as cold leads. Ask them when do they plan moving. Next. No. Have a conversation. Understand. Try to figure out what actually goes through their mind. What are their plans? Because believe it or not, it will make a big difference when you're on the phone and people don't just hang up the phone on you. They actually want to share with you, and all you're doing is really helping them out with their plans. So for me, and those who know me, I have a time block from 9 a.m. to 12 at noon. It's 3 hours that nobody touches me. Even my wife, if she was to call me, it goes to voicemail. The reason why I do it is that this is the 3 hours that is investing into my business. We're all busy and we're trying to, yes, I have an appointment and I have a buyer showing and I have a seller showing. You want to make sure that those 3 hours, you can do 5 to 8, you can do whatever time works for you in your market. I chose 9 to 12 because that kind of works the best for me, but I tested different hours, different days, and making sure that you're there. When you're working and you're calling 9 to 12, you're 100% invested in that. So what I have done, I blocked any calls coming in, they go straight to voicemail. So instead of that, I am there making phone calls, and my conversation, I'm trying to hit at least 50 to 100 conversations about real estate. So any conversations other than that are unnecessary. You're there to promote your business. You're there to build a brand. You're there to really grow as a business. So make sure that 9 to 12 or at least 3 hours a week are blocked for cold calling, which we call prospecting. So this is it. This is my basic day. This is what I go Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday I twist a little bit. I add a little bit of friends and family, but at the same time, this is what it takes to succeed. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have an amazing day.